Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to My Haunted Dolls. Tonight we have one of the few remaining puppets, the evil baby creature puppet from the film It's Alive, the Larry Cohen film from 1974, followed by the sequel, It Lives Again, in 1978, which this puppet may have been used in that film as well. And as you can see, it's in sort of a deteriorated condition, so I want to be careful with it. I wanted to make this really creepy and put the light on him with the overhead light off, but then I got to thinking, flash photography and flash video might not do so well on this old latex, and I want to preserve it as good as I possibly can. So we're just going to do it this way with the eerie flame light next to it. And as you can see, we have the cat ball and the K2 meter. Neither of these have gone off in the last few minutes, on their own since I turned them on. But if there's anything with this, or anybody with this old puppet, maybe they'll make their presence known by setting off one of these devices. Now, as far as I know, this item is not, although it is a very gruesome addition to my haunted doll collection or creepy doll collection, there's nothing that says this item is haunted. And to be honest with you, I don't even think it really is haunted. But I mean, my goodness, you get something like this, how can you not test it out? Because this item lived for the last almost 50 years in Hollywood. And Hollywood has a lot of ghost stories and a lot of history. Some good and some quite evil. And who knows if some sort of energy could have attached itself along the way. Now, the director of the film, Larry Cohen, who directed 3 It's Alive movies. It's Alive 3 came out in the late 80s, and it did not involve the babies. This time they were deformed children. But the babies were in the first 2 movies, and Larry Cohen directed all of them. From what I know, he did save this from the film, and it belonged to a director friend of his. And that's where this thing was for the last almost 50 years, was in the collection of a Hollywood director who was friends with Larry Cohen. That director has also since passed away. And who knows, maybe he or Larry Cohen himself, who died in 2019 at the age of 82, just might have a little of their energy here tonight. And if there is anyone with this item, there's 2 devices here. We have the cat ball. All you have to do is, excuse me, my voice keeps coming and going because I have allergies. If you touch this ball like I just did, it'll light up. Got to give it a second there. There we go. Or if you'd like, you can touch this silver box here. And if you do, it'll light all the way up to the red. And it looks like a rainbow. So if there's anyone with this puppet, please let your presence be known and touch one of these devices so that I know. Otherwise, I'm going to go on believing it's not haunted. Is anyone from Hollywood here tonight? If so, please touch one of these devices, the ball or the silver box. Thought I saw a little flash on the K2 meter. I'm not sure. I'll play this back. I'm probably seeing things. And this is a rather creepy little fella. His face was pressed in a good bit. I managed to push it out a little, but it's very stiff, and it's old latex, and it's got a crack right on in the nose there, so I don't want to hurt it. So I'm just going to keep it as is. Anyone from Hollywood here tonight, if you can touch one of these devices here and let me know. Did this scary looking puppet belong to you? Alright, we're going to switch over to the spirit box and see what happens. Turning up the volume a little bit. And now we are on Ghost Tube. Is there any spirit with this amazingly detailed puppet in front of me? Oh, somebody. Did that say script? Mr. Cohen, is that you?
Kansas City.
Please say your name for me so I know it's you.
Today?
Yes, today we... Okay, my camera cut off all of a sudden, so I'm having to restart here. Okay, that was weird. I've never had this cut off in the middle of a session before. This Ghost Tube has not failed before. Mr. Cohen, was that you? I was just talking about how detailed this was. Look at the veins in the forehead and around the head there. Yeah, just like it looked in the movie. There's something wrong with the baby. Okay, I'm still cutting off here, and I think what it is my subscription. I just heard a little girl speaking before I cut this on. Can you please speak to me again? That was awesome. Who is the little girl who just spoke through here before I cut the camera on?
Definitely.
I heard definitely, and then a woman's voice said, "Miss me." Who is the woman who was speaking?
Got that. Sure.
Or one of the voices, is that you, Mr. Cohen? Mr. Larry Cohen? You did an amazing job with this movie. It's alive, and it lives again. Those movies really terrified me when I was a child. And that was just watching them on TV.
Difficult.
Difficult? Was it a difficult movie to make?
City.
See? That's Spanish for yes. You speak Spanish? Can you please light up one of these devices? Here next to the puppet. Please do. The K2 just went off. Did you see that? That was awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, folks, I think we do have a haunted item here. A haunted Hollywood artifact. Oh, yeah. Mr. Cohen, if that's you, it's a pleasure to meet you. Seen a lot of your movies, like that other one you did, Q, the Winged Serpent. Anyone watching, if you haven't seen any of these movies, you need to watch them. They're classics. Yeah, it's a classic. It's alive.
Cruise.
Priest. Was that priest that you said? Yeah, he looks like a demon, doesn't he? Please light up that K2 meter again if you can. Can you light it up for me again? Or can you touch the ball? What are some of your other movies? Now, is that Puppy? Sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you. Are you looking for a puppy? I have a kitty cat here, but I don't have a puppy. But we may have a ghost dog here because a dog did die here, the previous owner's dog. And I have caught a dog barking through the ghost or no, it was through the S box, spirit box. Or actually no, I correct myself. It was on regular digital video without the use of a spirit box. It was the video with the haunted mannequin baby there from Ghost Hunters, Ghost Nation. See, we also have a TV celebrity here. He was on TV. Yeah. That was before I got him. So I have several celebrities here. And I think that's awesome.
You.
Yes, me. Wow. Sound like you're excited. I have not announced it yet, but I also have received, by way of Turner Classic Movies auction, 3 telegrams that belonged to Marilyn Monroe.
Your device.
Yeah, these are devices here. You can play with those. Oh, this is an awesome session. But I do have 3.
Massive.
Yeah, this is a massive collection here. I have 3 telegrams from Marilyn Monroe, where they were sent to Marilyn Monroe, and she kept them. And I also have a vest worn by Burt Lancaster in a movie, and I have 2 blouses that belonged and were worn by Greta Garbo. So I have some Hollywood artifacts here. Yeah. Was that a kissing noise? I think Marilyn loved to blow kisses and also give kisses. But tonight I want to focus on the It's Alive baby, because this is one of my favorite scary monsters here. So I'm very honored that I have one in my collection. I know that several were used in the movie, probably in the first one alone. and they were made to cut budget. They were made in Mexico. And on the back of the head, underneath this blanket, it says made in Mexico. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk over you. What would you like to say?
Suspense.
The scent?
And ultimately,
Ultimately what? Mr. Cohen, if that's you, I'd love to hear from you.
that would have been an.
Scratching my head. That would have been in what?
Here left.
I know Hollywood has a lot of spirits. Are some of them visiting me tonight?
30.
30. Good grief. 30. Wow, I'm honored. So what are their names? Or what are your names? No. It's okay if you don't want to tell me.
Felt like her.
Don't like them? Is that what you said? Lucian, is that you talking? We have Lucian haunting the clown doll up there on that top shelf. And he can be a pistol sometimes.
So short.
You know, I'm sure there's a lot, but there's another main person from the film It's Alive and It Lives Again who's passed away. And that would be the star, John P. Ryan. If I got his name right, I hope I did.
Stop.
He played the father of the baby in the first movie. And he was a supporting role in the second one where he's trying to help out another couple that has a baby like this one. I'm not going to give the stories away, but you'll know, just from the beginning of the first movie that these were caused by a pharmaceutical accident, a drug that was administered to pregnant women to allegedly try to help them with their pregnancy, but it caused the babies to turn into this. Ooh, look at those teeth. Man. I thought you all did a wonderful job with these terrifying creatures. I think that was a thank you. I'm going to say you're welcome. You're very welcome. So what? I'm sorry, can you say that again? I didn't mean to speak over you.
Spent alone. It's
Tell me whatever you'd like to. What would you like to talk about?
Mentories.
I didn't quite understand that. It sounds like mentry. What is that?
That are used to it.
It's amazing. My ghost tube is working now, even though it cut off twice. A message came up that it was expiring soon, but I thought I'd paid a lifetime thing for this, so We shall see. But it's working now. Were you playing with my device here in my hand? It's okay if you need the energy. That's fine.
Old.
Cold? Did you say cold or old?
That starts to.
Yeah, I know it's very old. One of the hands is cracked. You can see the styrofoam or the foam material underneath there. It's not styrofoam. It looks sort of like an old foam.
1-6.
1-6. Did you work on the movie? Or you may be a crew member? I'd love to see you light up one of these devices again. Did you say in this? Are you getting tired now? I don't want to disturb you. I just wanted to see if you wanted to make yourself known. Is it okay that I'm talking to you? Oh, whoa. I just want to make sure, am I disturbing you? I really don't mean to. Someone commented on one of my old videos from a year ago. They said, leave them in peace. Well, I'm not trying to take them out of peace. I just thought I'd let them speak if they needed to. Are you in peace?
It's a below.
It's a below. Below peace? Or are you talking about the items below the puppet there? I didn't understand you. You sound like you were you're muttering.
Would have come.
You would have come. Well, it sounds like you did. Are you someone who worked on the puppet? Sorry, I'm scratching my head in the background again. I got a itchy head. Just so y'all know, this is more of a puppet than a doll. It's made out of latex and stuffing. This blanket came with the doll, but I don't think it was a movie-used blanket. But the way this thing is, it's just the upper half of the body from the chest up. It's sitting on a stand. And so it's from here up. And you can stick your hand inside and make the arms and the face move. So what the actors would do, they would hold it in a cloth like this, just like they're holding a baby, and they would make it move. So that in the movie, you think the baby's moving in their arms. So who's with me now? Are my spirits here too? I know I heard a little girl talk when the camera was off, when the ghost tube messed up. But I haven't heard her come through since. I think it was one of my children. Does this puppet scare you?
Couple of weeks.
couple of weeks. Well, don't be afraid. It's just rubber. That's all it is. It's not going to hurt you. It's just latex and stuffing. Stuffing's mainly in the hands and the arms. Are you getting tired now? No reason? I know I'm getting tired. Is there... Oh, it's okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say? You want to light up these devices one more time? I know you like that K2 meter. That silver box. Man, I can smell the latex. Yeah, you said dead. I think it said it's dead. Yeah. It wasn't really ever alive. It's just a puppet.
And
Because what?
Cybernist.
definitely.
It's definitely creepy looking, isn't it? Alright. Well, I'm starting to wear down now. Is there anything you'd like to say before I end this? Are those 30 Hollywood spirits still here?
See how?
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to visit. Just please be sure to behave and respect the property here and don't do anything to scare anybody. Alright.
It's not a
It's not a what?
So
Are you cold? Sound like I started to say so cold. Soak. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and count down from 5, and when I do, I'm going to turn this off and close the door, so if there's any spirits who don't belong, be sure to go back to where you came from, and all spirits back away. I'm going to count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Good night. Thank you for watching, everybody.